The views expressed on the following program do not necessarily represent those of this station or its management. It's time for Where You Live with Gene and Tony, the show that's all about owning, buying, selling, renting, and association management. If it involves a home, we'll talk about it. Here's your chance to get your homeowner questions answered. From the Natural Lawn and Landscape Studios, here's Gene and Tony.
Needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you were. Needed someone to understand my ups and downs.
Good morning. Welcome to Where You Live with Gene and Tony. I'm Gene Sullivan.
I'm Tony Crockett. What's new this week, Gene?
Well, let's see. I think maybe we need to let our producer and Chris Wyatt Earp Huberty, with the fastest fingers in the West, tell us what's new. Chris, what's new?
Something's happening. Actually, getting married this weekend, so I will be gone next week, but you guys will be in good hands. Very exciting time.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And you're going to Colorado.
Estes Park for the honeymoon, about an hour north of Denver.
Oh, nice. That'll be beautiful.
Yep.
And you said your last recollection was at age 6.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So it's basically brand new to me, the area.
I see. Okay.
Well, we want to say on behalf of the entire listeners here for Where You Live, congratulations.
Thank you very, very much.
That's great. Well, we've got a great show in store for you today, folks. We're going to be talking about aggressive HOA members and slippery legislators. Boy, I tell you, what a bag of folks we're talking about today. But we're glad to have you with us. We're broadcasting from the Natural Green Lawn and Landscape Studios. Remember, Natural Green is a locally owned and operated lawn and landscape care company. Their mission is to use the most environmentally sensitive products available to keep your lawn and landscape looking lush, beautiful, while still healthy for both people and pets. Give them a call. See what they can do for you. Their number 763-213-2410. We're also brought to you by Extreme Exteriors and American Family Insurance, the Kim Bennett Agency. Well, I think we need to get started with our first segment, Property Management in the News. Property Management in the News is brought to you by Home Furniture and Abbey Floor Coverings. Their showrooms are staffed with professionals who will help you choose what you need to fit both your lifestyle and budget. Whatever you need, chances are they'll have what you're looking for. Now, if you want to avail yourself of some very special pricing and discounts you're not going to find anywhere else, all Where You Live listeners, give Customer Service Coordinator Lori Matson a call. Her number 952-224-2663. That number again, 952-224-2663, and ask for your Where You Live with Gene and Tony special pricing. Well, let's get started with our first story. And this comes from MyDesert.com, a Gannett News Syndicate. The story originally, I guess, I want to entitle this, the WWE comes to the Rancho Mirage Homeowners Association. That's right. Back in February, the story broke out. We were looking at it then and decided to wait a little bit before commenting on it, but there's an update of things that's gone on. And what has gone on exactly, you ask? Well, it appears that the Rancho Mirage Homeowners Association had their annual meeting. And as per usual, you will find that at an annual meeting, you'll have an election of officers.
Well, new board members.
Board members. Mm-hmm. That's right, yes. New board members for that association. Apparently, one gentleman did not like the selection that had been made,
He didn't like the results of the election.
No, he did not. And so it says that what ended up happening was some yelling and pushing, and it quickly escalated to chair throwing, fighting, and tackling. Just your average annual meeting, I guess, huh, Tony?
No,
Yeah.
that is not the average. Thankfully, it's not. They had to call the police, right?
Yes, they
and a
did.
club security guard that was they have a club security guard had to pull his gun. Although
that ought to tell you something, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's if you need. This is like a Jeff Foxworthy bit. If you need
an armed guard,
at your annual meeting, there may be something wrong.
there may be a problem.
Yes, and so, but what happened? Police came in on the scene. One person complained of some pain from some injuries. Another person suffered a seizure during a tussle and was taken away by an ambulance to the Eisenhower Medical Center. Interesting enough, when the story first broke back in February, it said that all were tight-lipped about commenting on exactly what happened. And I thought that's probably one of the reasons why there wasn't going to be much to comment about this story, because these people were just basically saying whatever happens at Rancho Mirage stays in Rancho Mirage.
But no, that's not the outcome, is it?
No, it is not indeed. What has ended up happening now 2 months later after that fight had erupted, there is one gentleman by the name of Thomas Moore, age 52. He was the gentleman who was hospitalized after suffering a seizure and some neck injuries during the incident, and he is suing the Homeowners Association, the HOA board members, several homeowners, and the security guard company hired to provide security to the association. And he is contending that he is seeking general damages of at least $25,000, as well as punitive damages, medical and legal costs, loss of past, present, and future earnings, and all interest allowable under the law, and anything else he can throw in as well.
But what makes this questionable is Mr. Moore's role in the brouhaha.
Well, exactly. Up till now, with just the information we've given our listeners, you would think, man, this guy maybe was kind of a victim here.
He was injured in some kind of mob riot, and he's suing, which many people would do. But what really happened?
Yeah. Well,
how was Mr. Moore involved?
Yes, it seems that after all of this took place, it says that witnesses told the deputies who were there at the time that the sheriffs were called, when the fight broke out, that Moore, whose life partner, Donald Cyril, who was running for a position on the board, was not elected. So he confronted. So what does Thomas Moore do? He confronts a 70-something-year-old woman by the name of Risa Manning,
who was newly elected to the board.
So she was newly elected. His life partner was not. He was not happy about it. But it says that's when there was a verbal confrontation that quickly turned physical. And so here we have a 52-year-old man who is now getting very, very aggressive to a 70-something-year-old.
He verbally confronted her. He was unhappy that his partner was not elected. She was elected. So 52-year-old man, 70-year-old woman. Apparently the woman pushed him back with one hand.
Yeah.
Pushed him away with one hand.
And so I can picture this in my mind. I'm sure you can too. With one hand, she's pushing him back, not probably in an overly aggressive
Well,
manner. We don't know.
How aggressive can a 70-year-old woman be with one hand?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
And that's when he ended pushing her back. And it said that there were other people in the HOA who said, no, you're not going to treat a 70-year-old woman like this. And so then they
5 to 6 males started after him.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And that's what this is all about.
So Mr. Moore is the one claiming injury and the one suing, but he's also was at least one of the instigators of the whole situation.
Oh, in the very least he was. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean at best we're talking about someone who is someone who's just a sore loser who can't even deal with the fact that they didn't win the election.
He didn't get his way. That's right. He wanted his partner to win.
Yes, but instead he starts anting everything up.
Acting out.
Yeah. Well, let's take a break right now. When we come back, we're going to deal a lot more with the WWE. Comes to Rancho Mirage Homeowners Association after these messages.